Hello and welcome to Vow Voices of Wisdom, the show that might not be for everybody, but everybody needs to watch this show. I'm hoping you watched the first show of The Touch of the Island because this is going to be part two. And this is some of the evidence of the first show. This was oxtails, rice and beans, and made by the wonderful chef Winston Lyons.
Yes. Thank
So,
you.
love, this was so good.
Oh my
And
goodness.
then we had the delicious citrus salad,
Citrus arugula salad.
citrus arugula salad.
Yes.
And just in case you didn't see the first show, but you got to turn around and watch the first show so to see how this is made. But just tell us again what this was made
All
of.
right. The citrus, we had fresh arugula, and I do have some endives that I chopped into it.
I might as well just eat a little bit.
Yeah. And endives. And what I did was to make a fresh citrus vinaigrette. For my vinaigrette, I use olive oil, honey, and triple citrus. Triple citrus is orange, orange, lemon, and lime. Combine all of that together, whip it together, and you got fresh cracked pepper and some sea salt. And that is the recipe for my fresh citrus vinaigrette.
It's delicious. It's
It
delicious.
is fresh, light, and delicious.
And very, very healthy.
Oh, it is.
Very healthy.
It's very healthy because the arugula is really good for you, and I like this baby arugula because it's really tasty. Nice peppery flavor is in there. So to blend that down with the citrus, it's give it an awesome flavor, mild and nice fresh.
Absolutely.
And that is one of the things I like with arugula because of the highly flavor lettuce it is. It's like tasty, spicy,
Yes.
and it's awesome.
And the vinaigrette itself is just, I mean, literally, I'm not going to do this in the camera, but I was literally kind of drinking some of this. It was that good. Trust me, it's delicious.
Yeah, it was good. All right, so where we did part one, so we're going to do part two. Part two, we are doing a grilled salmon with a mashed potato and sauteed spinach. Sauteed spinach is going to be a simple sauteed spinach. For you to get the original version of my spinach, you would have to come to the restaurant. So I'm giving you a preview of what
Just
we
a
do
brief
here.
thing. I hear you.
And it's going to be good. It's not going to be compromised, but it's going to be awesome. And with that, we are going to start our salmon and I'll show you where we go. So
And generally,
salmon, what I have here is Scottish salmon.
a Scottish.
Yes.
Is there a reason why you use the Scottish salmon?
More flavor, and it's more natural. So I like to use Scottish salmon because of the kind of flavor that you get out of Scottish salmon. So where we're gonna go, I'm gonna season my salmon, which is, I like to season it right over. What I have here is kosher salt and fresh cracked pepper. I don't use black pepper, I use cracked pepper. Most of my dishes, I use fresh cracked pepper. I like to use fresh cracked. You know, so that helps to give you a really great flavor. And I like that, fresh cracked pepper. All right, so this is our salmon. Very nice, very fresh, very good. So for that, I put a little olive oil. And I
Before
noticed,
you fry it?
yeah, I'm not going to
And you
fry, I'm
gotta-
going to grill it.
You got to put a little love on it, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
But you notice the love that I do, I massage it.
Yeah, I see. So it gets the flavor
get the-
inside.
Yes, you see,
Yeah.
you don't want it to take your food and then just toss it like that.
Right,
you want to
right.
give it that kind of affection that you know you're going to eat it and you're going to feel happy eating it.
Yes, yes.
You know, some people like, they take the stuff and they toss it like this. I don't like that. I like to use love into my cooking. And doing that, I feel good about it.
Yes,
So
yes.
right here, we're going to go for the grill. We're going to grill for you. All right. All right, so we're going to grill.
And
And here
salmon
we,
is one of my favorite dishes. It really is. I love salmon.
all right, great. All right, so let that go. All right, you can go ahead.
And while we're starting to cook that, I found some interesting facts, and I just thought some of the things on here didn't sound correct to me. So I figured, let me ask from Jamaica whether or not some of these facts are true. The first one they say is small snake population. They said that there's very few snakes on the island.
Yes,
So that's true.
that's true.
Okay. And it says the mongoose was imported to Jamaica to rid the cane fields of rats
Yes,
in 1872.
that's true.
Oh, that is true. Okay. And an added benefit for the
um,
mongoose has killed off almost the entire population of snakes. So running across a snake is rare occurrence
In Jamaica. Yes, because what happened is that the rats that was in Jamaica at the time ate the cane. So they would have like really nice green cane from the sugar, because sugar is one of the most prized things that you have in Jamaica. And when they go into the field, they would be eaten out by rats. Yeah. So what they did then was to bring a lot of lots of mongoose into Jamaica, just to cover the rats. And that was one of the things that take out the rat population in Jamaica.
Oh, that's good.
And after there were now more rats, then the snakes that was there, the mongoose begin to eat the snakes.
Wow.
So that was one of the thing that happened after.
Okay.
So it was interesting to realize that they're trying to solve one problem and then make another problem.
Yeah.
So Jamaica is now less snakes is in Jamaica than it should have been from the beginning.
That's interesting.
It
The
is.
next thing I have on my list, which when I saw this, I said, I don't think this is part of Jamaica. And it says voodoo.
No, the voodoo was a part of Jamaica. I think
Probably in the
yeah,
early
not
days when the
earlier
African
days before I
slaves
was
came over, maybe?
yeah, before I was born. So the history of it, I'm not 100% sure how did it eradicated, but in Jamaica there is not much stuff like that. It's just like I think that I heard people said it's there, but I've never seen it.
Okay.
So
So they said it's, according to this, they said it's quietly kept.
quietly kept.
Quietly kept. So you're saying it's a possibility then.
Yeah.
Might be there. So, we'll just move on from there. Then they talk about the foreign crops, the corn and the yam.
Yes.
You
Okay.
have a population of that there as well.
Yes.
And they said that started from the Araucas Indians.
The Arawak Indians.
Yes.
Yes, the Arawak Indians bring in a lot of yams. Yams are one of those things that I'm gonna jokingly say this, but the guy who is the 100-meter, the fastest man in the world,
The
Usain Bolt.
bowl, yeah.
Yeah, in Jamaica they traditionally say that he eat a lot of yams to
Ah.
be so strong.
So I'm sure the yam population, the yam consumption got higher than after
Oh yeah,
they heard
it
that.
is. Oh, yam in Jamaica is like potato in
In the States.
Idaho.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
in Idaho, you know that they grow so much potato in Idaho. So the population for that in Jamaica would be like yam in Jamaica. So if you go into Jamaica and you don't eat yam, because a lot of places, like a lot of street side kitchen that you would go, places that you can get natural food. There's a lot of yam that you will get right there. And with that, the flavor of it is awesome. And Winston's, you can get a lot of that here too. And yam is one of our traditional starchy food that we use in Jamaica. It has a lot of flavor, and it's really, really awesome. It's good for savory. It's good for and if you're looking at starch, the starch that is in there is not as much as how you would find potatoes and all the other
And
stuff.
I think
It's
that's
much,
important because a lot of times, us women who are trying to,
yeah.
slim down a little bit, we kind of try to stay away from starch. So you're saying that the yams is not as
Not as highly starchy like
as
that.
regular potato.
So regular potatoes, yes. So you would find it, but the flavor in it is good. It's awesome. All right, so while I'm talking to you, I'm making my fresh sauteed spinach. You can take a look at that, how awesome that is.
That
All
looks
right.
delicious.
And I don't like to cook my spinach much more than this because I like to keep the crunchiness of my
okay.
spinach. So with that,
What do you have in there? I see something in there. What is that? Is that That's another secret?
No, I can give you that.
It's
Garlic.
garlic.
Yeah. So what I do
Oh.
is to saute the garlic, and then I can cook it with olive oil, and because what happened is like a lot of people don't like to have too much butter in their food because of Weight Watchers and
The
everything.
calories, yeah.
So what I do is olive oil, garlic, shallots, saute that, and then I can just wilt my spinach, which is just simple but delicious. And this is what my spinach would look like.
That's good.
All right, so
Good.
while we were in our break, I did the mashed potato, which is gonna be mashed potato, which we're gonna use serve the salmon. And this is like mashed cream, butter, and salt, pepper, and that's just what I put into my mashed potato.
So you use obviously regular white potato.
Yes, regular Idaho potato, because Idaho potato has really such a great flavor. I like it. This is awesome. You can get these. These are really awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure the camera's got a good view of that.
Oh yeah.
The next thing on my list says yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Uh-oh. Oh.
So obviously rum is a natural drink in Jamaica.
Rum. I think I said to you on my last show, on my last show, that rum is one of the it's one of our Jamaican secret drink ingredients. We use rum in lots of different things. I can say to you this is all natural, guys, and I want you to understand that if I go outside and I have like a cold or something, or it's get really, really cold or something like that, I can go back inside and take one sip of that natural white rum, and whatever it is, in about 10 minutes, it's gone. It's really, really gone. In the wintertime, when it's snow outside and I'm gonna go outside to plow the snow, I make sure to take a nice shot. And when I get outside, I'm so warm that even the coats feel like it's wetting on the inside. Just the amount of heat that rum put out of your body. So it's traditionally really, really good, and I love it so much. You cannot drink too much because it's strong, it's overproof, it's always knocked you out, but it's good for a lot of reasons. Cold, flu, whatever it is, whatever symptoms you feel like, I'm not feeling well today, take a nice sip and just wrap up back in your bed or do something. 5-10 minutes is like, wow, what's happened?
And and that's, I think, which is so important. I remember in one of our shows you talked about how, even growing up, you could just go to the water and get fresh fish out of the water.
Yes.
And I think even all of that combining with the fresh fish, the fresh vegetables, right at the garden that's grown. And so it makes you have a healthy life.
Yes.
And it's important. It's very,
Very important. All right, so we are still coming up to our salmon. I don't know how you like your salmon. How do you like your salmon to cook? But I like to do my salmon somewhere there, like just where I am right now.
Yes, that's good. That's
all right,
good.
and it's about medium. So my way of doing it, nice mashed potato. Wow. You going well tonight.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes,
Some
I am.
nice spinach here. Oh man, that's unique. I hope he's getting a good shot of that.
Oh, he's got a good shot.
Yeah?
He needs to get a closer shot, but he's getting a good shot of that.
Okay, here we go. I don't want to make sure you heat too much.
I know.
All right, so
I have my fork, and that's just beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Can we really get a good picture of that before I devour it? Oh, it's just delicious.
It is. It is.
So it's almost too good to eat. It
Oh
almost
no.
looks too good to eat, but I won't hesitate.
You have to go into it.
I have to go into it.
Yeah?
I love salmon. I love salmon. Yes, okay, that's to get a close look. Delicious. I'm just letting you know, it's very good. It is very, 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 very good. And
Yes.
I'm going to try some of the
Spinach.
sauteed spinach. Excellent. It's delicious, delicious, delicious. And while I'm chewing on that, I read also a British writer, Ian Fleming's
Oh,
is famous for his 007
yes.
James Bond character. And according to this, he has a home there.
Yes, he is.
So you know where the home is?
Yes, in Portland.
And
He
where?
has Portland, in the
Portland.
parish of, yes,
Oh,
in the parish
okay.
of Portland. There's also a beach by the name of James Bond Beach.
Really?
Yes.
Where?
In Portland. And this is very unique. It's a really unique beach. It's remind me of the uh, Egypt beach. It's looking like Egypt beach here in East Hampton. Just a little bit of what Egypt is. Very small area with nice white sand, and it's a unique beach in Portland. It's known as James Bond Beach.
That is incredible.
And
That is incredible.
it is one of those places where a lot of visitors from the British,
Okay.
yeah, because of Ian Fleming, who was a British author, so he always like take a lot of people from England, Scotland, yeah, from all over Europe into the island, and they always stayed in James Bond Beach and his home because you have a lovely home there,
Oh, wow. That's
which is unique, really, really nice.
Is there anybody else famous that you know that lives there? Why devour this delicious salmon?
There was a famous Jimmy Buffett was one of Jamaica icon.
Really?
Yes, and Jimmy Buffett was one of the singer from America that lives in Jamaica, have a home in Jamaica. He also have what you'd call a children home in Jamaica.
Really?
Until now, yes. And in his passing, Jamaica celebrate a lot about Jimmy Buffett. And why? Because even now they still have his property that still run.
Really?
Yes. He has like a small island, small, what do you call it now, guest house that people go there, and the support of that or the funds from that go to his orphan home in Jamaica. So he still have a home there that take care of children that is like have no mother and father and stuff like that. Yes.
That's awesome.
It is, and
really awesome.
he's one of those person in Western Jamaica that is looked as a really awesome person in Jamaica, meaning that people looked at him for the good that he done for a lot of kids.
Right. And you know, with so many, that's important because so many people, as we know, they get their riches and
Yeah,
they don't
but
give
well,
back.
they don't give back. But
don't
Jimmy
give
Buffett
back.
was one of those who give back to the community, and a lot of people in Jamaica. A lot of, as I said, in the western part of the island, he is one of those persons that that the western part people in the west always thinking about Jimmy Buffett. He's like a king in Jamaica.
Wow.
Yes. All right. So here is the
The wonderful.
wonderful.
I'm gonna plate again.
Yes. I'm
And
gonna
while
plate
you're
this
doing
for
that-
I'm gonna plate this for your beautiful show. So this is about medium to medium rare, and this would be the way I serve it into the restaurant, and that is an awesome way to.
That's really delicious. That
Yes.
is delicious, delicious, delicious.
Okay, there's one thing that I don't give you here today, that that I would actually make sure
It's the sauce.
is the sauce.
The
But
sauce.
this
What is that? That's
olive oil, and after that, then we would have to this. This is how I would actually finish this up. All right, so this is where it goes, and that would take care of my salmon of the day. You can pull it up.
Absolutely delicious.
Yes.
Absolutely delicious. And another person that we have, the Olympic winners in 1988.
1988.
Oh, that was before your time?
No.
Is that what you're trying to say?
No. 1988? Was it?
It says Jamaica became the first tropical country to enter into Winter Olympics.
Oh, the Winter Olympics. Oh, that's a different one.
So before you say that, before we go further, that was something else I want to bring out. What is the language? The patois? Am I saying it wrong?
No.
Well, so why did
No.
you hesitate when I asked you that?
Because what happened with Jamaica? Jamaica is a diverse country.
Okay.
With different languages.
What are the different languages?
English is our standard language. And also, remember, before English, it was Spanish. So Jamaica was a Spanish country, even though we don't speak so much Spanish anymore because of the war between the Indians and the English.
Okay.
And then after that, it was just English altogether. But in Jamaica, there is still a lot of places known as their Spanish name. San Diego de la Vega, which is a Spanish name, which is still in Jamaica. Ocho Rios, which we talk about, is a Spanish name.
That's right.
Yeah.
What is that? Eight Rivers.
Eight Rivers
Eight Rivers,
is in
Ocho
Ocho
Rios,
Rios, right? And then you have Saint Elizabeth, which is another Spanish name. And then you have, then you go down to Savlamar, which is another Spanish name. Savlamar, yeah, it's a Spanish name. So in Jamaica, there is still a lot of the Spanish name that remain before and while Christopher Columbus came to Jamaica. And after he left and the English came in, that is when English started to introduce to Jamaica. So before that, the Arawak Indians and all of that were all speaking Spanish. So Jamaica is still a diverse nation. So so after that, then you have the slave that came from Africa, and they brought them from Africa. Yeah, they brought them from Africa. Yeah, they brought it. Yeah,
I can't help
yeah, they brought them from Africa,
Okay.
and then between English and the African language, there is a language that known as Patois that breaks down from English into African and English. That is where you get the diverse of Patois.
Okay.
So the traditional way of getting that language is that it came down from African descent, break into English, and then you would able to get that language. For me, right now, to speak that language is like, I can say to you in it, Wagwan.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Yes, yes.
All right.
yes.
Somebody else would say to you, how you do? How are you
How
today?
are you doing? Yeah.
So it's a break. Instead of having the long version, it's a shorter version of the English language, which breaks. So there are ways that, for me, I can still talk about it because it takes me a few minutes to get back into it. But if somebody else come here and begin to talk about it, you get it back right away. But for me, you know, here for so long, it's like a little bit of it is kind of fade out.
But you can still hear.
Yes.
You know, I think it's a wonderful language. I love it.
You do?
I love it. I do.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
And you know, the food here, the food there in Jamaica is so, like I said before, so healthy. And it's just a food that you get there and you can't get it anywhere else. That's why it's just so, it's so exciting to have you in my kitchen or hear how you in the kitchen here at LTV, which I think is just a wonderful place to be. LTV has just been really great for me. I think I've been doing a show here for like maybe 3 years. And I'm generally in the studio, which is wonderful as well. So this is all really exciting for me to start doing these shows here in the kitchen with you.
I felt really blessed to be able to come over and to do this with you. And I thank LTV for allowing me the privilege to do this, because I think that East Hampton need a cooking show like this.
Absolutely.
And if LTV would continue to do this, it would be awesome.
I think they love
because,
it. I think they love it.
Since I started the show here, this is one of the things that I wanted to tell you. I talk about it in a restaurant, and so many people are asking me daily about the show because they want to come and see it, they want to watch it on TV, which that give LTV a really good credit for doing the show.
Absolutely.
And when I looked at it and see how it is, I was like, wow, I wish we could do one every week.
You tried. You tried. But I mean, even the beautiful kitchen here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a beautiful kitchen in
Oh,
here.
it is. It's an awesome. I love it. I love this kitchen.
It's just beautiful.
It is. And I hope that after this show, then we would think about when we would have a next show. I cannot put you on the spot like that, but I think that LTV need to started to do something like this, because here we have some friends in here today. That, I mean, I talk about it at the talk show where I went, and they came to see it, and they are here again to see it, and there are many other people that want to see the show. So I think it's a good thing.
It is.
It is a good thing that people can come to see me doing simple things and tasty food.
Yes.
Which
yes.
this is just the beginning of what I have to do,
Absolutely,
because I haven't get into all the lobsters dish or seafood dishes yet.
And that's the thing, that lobster, you said you're going to, one of the secret things you said you might try is the lobster curry.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do
And
that.
every time I think about that, I have to get a tissue and just kind of stop from drooling.
One of the things that I do well is steaks. I do a lot of steaks. Last night I was in a restaurant and I was talking to a guy about doing a ribeye steak, and I was like, I wish one day I could get to do a ribeye steak right here in this kitchen, so that everybody
sure
could
you will.
see
I'm sure
how
you
we
will.
can do ribeye steaks. I do a really awesome steak, and I like to cook it. It's an awesome dish, and I hope that if my next show would permit me to do a steak, it would be steak on
That'll be
next
great.
time around.
So our first show, let's just rewind. We have a few minutes left. We rewind. We did oxtails, which is
Yes.
leftover. Oxtails.
Yes.
And rice and
And
beans.
rice and beans.
And with that, we had this salad,
Yes.
arugula salad, which was absolutely delicious with the 3 citric vinaigrette.
Yes. Triple citrus.
Triple citrics, orange, lemon, and lime,
Yes.
and honey.
Honey and olive oil.
You know I keep it on because I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Yeah.
And then we had the delicious, delicious salmon
Yes.
with, and this is a wonderful picture here, if you can get another view of this. Beautiful salmon, sauteed
Spinach.
spinach.
If you notice the difference between my spinach, that there's not a lot of spinach carry a lot of water.
Yes, what happened with that? Another secret,
There's another secret the way how to cook the spinach, because
Okay.
this is the way I have my spinach container that I just cooked into. And if you look into the container, there's no water in my spinach container. And that is one of the things that you have to know how to cook the spinach, that it's tasty, but not run away all of the iron that it need out of the
Right,
spinach. So
right.
it's a unique way. It's not just to toss it. You have to know the texture of the heat of the pan and how much time you want to keep it on the heat, so it's not overpowered, so it's all running. Because I cooked that spinach, you can see that even until now, there's no water coming out.
Well, you have been so awesome, showing
you.
us all this delicious food, and we want to thank everyone for watching the show, and continue to go online and continue to watch. Go to LTV website. You can see the shows again. And again, thank you and have a wonderful holiday.
Thank you, and have a happy